Okay. Hello, chat. Hello, Emmykins. No, this is not Persona 4. I mean, the music is, but we're not playing Persona 4 tonight, sorry. We are, in fact, playing Terraformers. I know Wednesday is our Surviving Mars, scheduled day, but I thought we would take a little detour. We're still on Mars. We're just doing something a little bit different. So, hello, everybody. Hello, YouTube and everybody out there. Yeah, Emmykins likes Persona 4, but unfortunately, that's not what we're doing. So let me pause the music and hope that that doesn't, get copyright striked or whatever. And this is Terraformers. This is a game about terraforming Mars. Well, partially. That's part of it. It's essentially... it's like a board game. There are a couple of different missions that you have to do. So Red Planet Awaits is just score, get to a certain score. Red Path requires you to mine a certain amount of resources. Green Path requires you to spread life on Mars. Blue Path requires you to fully terraform it. And Per Aspera ad Astra requires you to make a bunch of space projects, basically. So I'm level 58, which is not great. We're actually going to do the red path to start with. So our goal is to get 7 production of each resource. So 7 water, 7 nitrates, 7 silicates, 7 titanium, and 7 tritium, which I think is now actually called uranium. I think they changed that in the patch notes, but they didn't update the description, but that's okay. It certainly doesn't look like tritium, does it? Okay, so we need to pick our starting equipment. Welcome to the Mars colonization project. While Earth still has plenty of resources left for us to harvest, accessing them becomes harder with each passing year. While miners on Earth have to dig deeper into the planet's crust, Martian mineral deposits are much easier to access, and who knows what riches await beneath the surface. The Red Planet has the potential to become an industrial powerhouse, and we intend to reap its profits. With Martian resources at our disposal, we can sustain the luxuries our race has grown accustomed to. This sounds like the setup for All Tomorrows, doesn't it? So, we have the balanced option, which is the default. We have scientific, which starts us off with a couple of labs. Ooh, this one's actually really good. And then growth, which sets us up for more growth down the line. I'm actually leaning toward scientific here. So I'll kind of explain the game. I'm sure most of you guys haven't seen this before. So this is Mars. As you can see, it's built of little nodes that are connected. And then there are also these areas that are named. So we have Tarsus, and it'll tell you what the current terraforming stats are for each area. So we have Borealis Major, we have Arabia, and then we don't even know what these other ones are called. This is our colony, New Ulaanbaatar, which is, of course, the capital of Mongolia. And each colony site has kind of the same setup. It's got nodes connected by little lines here. And there are various bonuses for putting certain things next to each other, or potentially malices if it's something that, you put a house next to a nuclear reactor, people get a little upset. But the first thing we need to do is pick our starting leader. So we have Tariq Fayed and Jorge Dromedo. So expertise in security. And probably the most important thing for the early game leaders is going to be the specialization. So this is something that sticks around for the entire game. And yeah, you can kind of hover over that. So for him, we get increased water production by 1 for every 3 water we start producing. So we start producing 3, we get 4 total. And Jorge just gives us rural constructions. And I hope that's how you pronounce that. I'm not Spanish. Okay. So Tariq here is from Syria. Oh, how exciting. Well, welcome to Mars. I think we're going to take him because we're going for high resource production. So getting every little bit of efficiency is important. All right, then we need to place our headquarters. what I typically do on this particular layout is I put my headquarters here, because that lets me place housing here and here, and then it gives me 3 slots to put morale boosting buildings. All right, and then we have a university, which we're going to place here, and then a laboratory that we're going to place here. So what the university is going to do is it's going to boost the laboratory's production by 1, so we get 2 science per turn. So that's not too bad. And then each leader has 3 special abilities. You can use 1 each turn, and probably the most important one early game is going to be exploration. And since we know getting water is going to be a priority, we're going to explore towards this water, which is going to reveal an aquifer that we can mine down the road. And basically that's it. We're gonna spend a couple... Ideally, I would beat this in under 65 turns. The gold medal, or whatever you want to call it, you get it for going 65 or less turns. So here we go. So every turn you get a couple of research proposals. In this case, we're going to take another laboratory, because we're going all in on science. Science can give some really powerful benefits. So let's see, we need to build the laboratory, we need silicates and nitrates. So I'm not seeing any silicates, but I am seeing nitrates, so we're gonna grab that. And nope, did not reveal any silicates, unfortunately. So another interesting thing that'll happen, let's see, what do I want here? I think we need food. Yeah, definitely need food. All right, let's go. Kind of a tough decision. We don't really need more nitrates, but it costs less energy to explore closer to where you have a spot. So I think, and hopefully I'm not blocking too much on the screen. I think I'm just blocking off the terraforming and the leader portrait. So I don't think that's super important information that you guys are missing out on. Yeah, these games tend to cram a lot of information into a very small space. I guess I could put myself in the bottom left. That's kind of empty, but that's also like a bad spot to put your webcam, from what I understand. Okay, for this, we're gonna put our greenhouse up here. Typically, if I was starting with greenhouses, I'd be putting a booster building here and then putting 3 greenhouses around it, and then that leaves these other nodes for various other buildings. But we started with the science building, so we're gonna stick with that. And we should get trade routes. Yep, there we go. So we get trade routes, and that's going to let us get stuff that we do not currently have access to. So this is the early booster building for food, the soil factory. Adjacent food producing buildings will produce 1 extra. But we're not going to go for that. We're going to go for a 3rd laboratory. And this is a bit of a risky play on my part, because if we don't find silicates, we're going to be stuck trading for them, which I guess the minimum 5 turns until we get access to that. You get some food, which is nice. Oh, no silicates anywhere. What the heck? This is unusual. All right, well, we'll just keep going here. And if, ooh, okay. So if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. I've played a lot of this game, all of it off stream. This is my first time streaming it. All right, each corporation's resource package has different contents, but due to logistical considerations, we can only accept 1. So we can either get 10 titanium, which we actually really want, 10 water, which we can take it or leave it, and 10 energy, which if I had a lot of titanium, I would consider, but we're gonna take the titanium. And for this, we're gonna take the, okay, is this tritium or is this uranium? Why did I think it was uranium? Was I playing a different game that had uranium? That's weird. Okay. So now we kind of have some decision points to make. We really need to get these laboratories online. The longer you spend with cards in your hand, the worse off you typically will be. So why don't we head here? This is going to give us some power. Wow, nothing down here either. We may have to consider going east or west. So yeah, it's going to be a bit slow here at the start, unfortunately. Okay, we got our exploration satellite. And robot hub, that's definitely something you want to pick up. So the robot hub is going to give us 2 robots, which actually gives us 2 expansions, which is huge. So we're going to get the water and we're going to get the nitrates. We're going to start by building a water mine. And the thing about aquifers is you can either build a mine that will produce water each turn, or you can extract the water for oceans, which will boost your the sea level on Mars, which is important for if you're going for more terraformy type stuff. All right, so let's send our satellite. We'll let our satellite do all the work down here. Found some sandstones. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we need this. We're gonna grab it even though it's gonna cost a lot of energy. And we are going to build another laboratory. There we go. Another consideration is we need more titanium in order to build a nitrate mine. Let's go ahead and go to the next turn here. I think we're good on laboratories. Windmills could be useful in the event that, let's see. So first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this titanium, and that's gonna give us enough to build the mine. So that's the first thing. We want to get these mines online as soon as possible. Then we're going to build eco homes. And that is going to give us an expansion, but we're not going to expand quite yet. So I'm actually considering expanding into this water here, because if you remember, our water boost is every 3 and we currently are at 1. So we need to get 2 more to get a benefit from that. And our ultimate goal is to have 7 water production. So we'll see how that goes. Ooh, okay. Greenhouse farm, we definitely need more food. Food is one of the most important resources you can get. We're gonna go ahead and head there. We got some food, that's kind of nice. And we're going to, oh right, we need titanium. So we have a couple of titanium spots that we can explore, but no mining areas. And I don't think I found another building location where we could start a new colony. Let's go ahead and go to the next level. All right, so this is a thing that'll happen as we play. The support level will start going down. So let's, we're gonna actually not gonna buy those yet. We're gonna wait. So right now we have 197 support and we're losing 8 each turn. And so we're gonna need to counter the expectation loss. What I'm doing here is I'm switching to titanium because that's kind of a more pressing issue. We're gonna need to use buildings to boost up the support of our population on Mars to counter the negatives that we're getting. All right, so for this, I think we're gonna head, okay, so this, if this ends up, okay, this is a crater, perfect. Oh, and it's right next to titanium. Don't mind if I do. So what we're gonna do here is, in order to build a new spot, we need 30 food, 5 water, and we need to have explored all the areas surrounding it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. And we can build the water mine. And this is kind of I think we're gonna take the public baths because we're producing a lot of excess water right now. All right, and let's hit the button. For this, okay, so +1 nitrates per turn for every population, or a landing pad, which is, landing pads and spaceports are really important, especially early on, because that increases your trade routes available, which is big. Okay, we do not have enough food yet. I'm actually gonna switch this to food. That'll get us to 30 food in 2 turns. And as for this, we're going to put the public baths down here. That's going to increase our support with the population. Now we're positive by a little bit. And I would also like to get a hold of some tritium so we can build a power plant, which we're going to place here. And then we're going to put down the research center. And what the research center is going to do is we're going to get 2 extra projects to choose from each turn. So the projects are the cards that are drawn each turn. Like I said, it's a bit like a board game. You draw cards. And okay, so here we have Nitrate Man. Yeah, we want Nitrate Man here. He's also going to give us access to free food. Okay. All right, so let's hold off on this decision. What I would like to do is get this spot going. So let's see. There's really nothing special about this, unfortunately. But it will give us access to these titanium mines eventually, which is going to be very important. What I'm going to do first is go for the science. We got some nitrates, we got some food. Oh, there we go. Hang on. That food was kind of big. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to spend it. So what if we did tubers? I think the tubers are going to be important. And my producer has handed me some discussion topics for this evening, so I'm not boring you guys constantly talking about, oh, this is a tough one. So we have the robot hub that's going to give us 2 robots. We have the Marsha, which is basically just 1 population, but they're also protected from radiation, which can be a problem. It typically isn't for me. Cultured Meat Labs is really good because it gives both food and support, and it's cheaper than like the tuber farm. The Resonance Station, if you have a lot of power plants and they're in a good spot, you can actually boost their power, which is going to be necessary because we're running out of the starting power. So in this case, I'm actually going to go for the robot hub, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to build here, and I immediately want to turn around and expand. So we're going to do this. We are going to found the city. We'll call it, sure, New Bangkok is fine. I don't typically mess with the auto-generated names. And what is this? So this would give us a geothermal power plant, which that could be really good. So if we go, this is a large titanium deposit. So this actually takes more. This will take 8 power and 8 titanium. So we're going to go here. So that's only going to take 4, which we have. And we are going to build the mine. So there's a lot of titanium down here. That's really good. And then I think we want to try to go for this geothermal plant, which means instead of food, we need to import titanium. And unfortunately, so I'm a little bit tempted here to build a titanium, or to build, oh wait, no, okay, we want to go here for sure. So if we put the landing pad here, we can use the landing pad and then move it later, which could be good. Like say we expand to like here, or to probably to here, we could move the landing pad up here and then free this spot up for the geothermal. But this in the meantime is going to give us access to an additional trade route, which is really important. All right, so here we go. Next turn, see what we got. So for this turn, we have access to the university. We're not interested. The Rover Exploration Center could be good. Robots are always good. Oxygen Factory, we're not doing a terraforming game right now. And the igloos, which are cost us 30 food and 5 water. So I think in this situation, I honestly kind of want to go for the Oxygen Factory. That'll give us a ticking amount, because every time one of these fills up, you get 100 support. And we're going to get to a point where we're low on support and we're losing support every turn, and that 100 support will buy us some time until we can recover. All right, so let's go here. We only have 1 power. That's not ideal. But once we get the geothermal thing going, that'll be all right. Okay, so this is our first life form we get to choose from. We have Deinococcus or Methanogenium. And I think typically I'm actually gonna go for Deinococcus. Typically I would go for the heat increasing one, but in this case, I think we're more concerned about getting the atmosphere up to reduce radiation. All right, so here we're running into a problem. We have all these projects that we want to play, but we do not have anywhere to put them. So we only have one energy to go around, which kind of sucks. This might just be a wait and see turn, because there's nothing here that adds population, unfortunately. So our options are, we take the hospital. I think we hedge the hospital here. We're eventually going to get more tritium, and this gives us an extra 7 support per turn, which can be pretty huge. And for this, we're just going to take the food, because if we get to 30, we can build another homestead. Let's keep rolling here. Okay, so the miner's cottage is a really, really good housing unit, because you get +1 support for every mine owned by the city. But we have the cultured meat lab as well. I think we can build the cultured meat lab right away, so we're better off. Unfortunately, we don't have the power to break the rocks. We actually have no place to put this right now. So we could replace one of our greenhouse farms. I guess that's probably better. Increasing... Wait, no, that's terrible. Undo that. Is there something we might... We can't replace the power. We're super low on power right now. Yeah. We're in kind of a crappy spot where we're not generating enough power. I think we just hold on to it until we have a better spot for it. And actually, now that I say that, we could grab some free power from here. That'll give us 2 extra power and some extra food. Don't mind if I do. Unfortunately, we didn't take the miner's cottage, so we won't get that. All right, let's just grab some extra food, I guess. More food is always appreciated. And yeah, so now we're at -17. And we're gonna need to build something. The bus station could be really good. That increases our expansions, and we are desperately in need of expansions. The alternative, of course, was the Rover Exploration Center. That gives us a free rover to send around. And the gas factory we're not even interested in. All right, in this case, we need tritium. So we're gonna snag ourselves some tritium, although we don't have the power right now. So I think we just have to be patient. Actually, I'm going to swap this out. We're going to get 2 power because we really need electricity right now. So I'm going to... I'm tempted to put the hospital down, but I'm going to hold off 1 turn because we need to get this down as soon as possible. Okay. Photovoltaic field is huge here. That's extra power for us. So we're going to take that because that's our biggest issue. As for... This gives us 2 expansions. Let's say we expand onto the sandstones and we expand onto the large titanium. We can move the landing pad and then we can build the geothermal plant. And that's going to require us to do this. Which gives us sandstones and titanium. We're going to move this to here. And this will let us next turn, we can build, well, not next turn because we need titanium, I guess. All right, so that kind of sucks. But we're definitely getting there. I think, yeah, now that reduced our potential trade routes. Yeah, we're kind of in an awkward spot here. Again, that's just something that happens in this game. You can kind of get into a position where there's not a whole lot of room to maneuver because you're low on a resource, which is why I'm trying kind of desperately to get as much power as possible. Okay, we have our first space project. Titanium could be really good though. And this is a bit of a rare one, and we're not going for terraforming. Habitation module though. Ooh. That is tempting. I gotta take this because we need to expand like right now. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go here. No, we're not gonna go there. We're gonna go here and we're gonna build the windmills. Because I want to save this rocky plains with the high plateau for the photovoltaic field because it gets a bonus. All right, well, there goes all our titanium. So let's see if we can scrounge up some extra titanium here. A good one right here. 6 titanium, not bad. All right, is there anything else we can do? We only have a little bit of power. We do, however, have access to that trade route now. So, all right, so we need to get to 16 titanium. Means I'm going to put all of my bucket into titanium, and we're gonna grab food. Again, we're kind of stifled by the power requirements to remove the rocks. Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, we want, I think we want silicates here. Let's get rid of that. So if we get to 12, yeah, 12 silicates gets us the photovoltaic field, which we cannot put here because I'm a dum-dum. Hang on, let me see what my other option was. We get nitrate, silicates, or tritium. All right, what do we need? Tritium gets us the hospital. And yeah, we can't build the photovoltaic field yet, so we're gonna take the tritium. And we're gonna put the hospital down here. That's gonna give us a good boost of support. Not enough to get us over the hump, but that's okay. And then we're gonna break this. And we're going to put in an oxygen factory to get the terraforming going, and we're going to put in a cured meat lab. Or what is it called? Cultured meat lab, so like lab grown meat. All right, not too bad. And this requires 16, so we're a bit of a ways off. Another couple of turns and we'll be good. Let's keep on moving. Oh, we didn't pick our thing yet. Delivery drones could be really good. I'm gonna go with delivery drones. Yeah, okay, I know what I'm gonna do with those. The 14. All right, for this one, I'm tempted to take the Martia. All right, but I could also take the soil factory. Let's hold off on that. So we need one more to get enough titanium, and then we need to start getting silicates. And we definitely need more power for the delivery drones. And the delivery drones will actually... Okay, hang on. We're gonna get more power then. So if we can get rid of this, we can move the hospital here and put the delivery drones here. But that's gonna cost 7 power total, which obviously we do not have right now. All right, we're gonna get a, I believe 20, you get them every 10 turns, so the next turn we should get our next leader. Okay, so what do we have? We have basically the same choice as last turn. I guess now we'll take the Martia, just to have a potential place to live. Wait, okay, hang on. Did we not end the turn? I thought we should have had 16. Am I going crazy? Maybe I am. Okay, there we go. Now he's retiring. All right, and in this case, we're gonna take Mariam Fayed, who is the granddaughter of Tariq from the first choice we got, and she's gonna give us extra power, which we are desperately in need of. We also want the orbital ring. And the reason for the orbital ring is it's like the best project. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we have a tornado warning. So everybody freak out, I guess. My phone certainly did. Let's see if the the camera's back. All right, the camera's back. Good. Good. What was I talking about? Yeah, okay. So the orbital ring is the most important thing because it gives you 3 trade routes and gives you extra power for each turn for every 4 new space projects, which I guess it counts itself. So the next 3 projects you'll get 1 power. It's not huge, but again, in this game, every little bit of efficiency is going to help. So we want to build the geothermal power plant. Then we're going to need 4 titanium and 7 power. So let's see if we can, I guess, go for the titanium here. Let's see what our options are. We also need to start looking for a spot to build our next city, which could be here. Yes, it might just be. This is a crater. Ooh, it's got a science. So some of the city plots are going to have special little things here. And in this case, this gives you a boost to science if you build a science building on top of it. Hopefully, okay, the camera does appear to still be working. That freaked me out. I do live in the Midwest, so we do get tornado warnings and stuff here, but I guess I'll leave it up to my producer if we need to pause the stream or whatever. Okay. So what are we? We need to be extra. So if we're going for a turn 65 win, we're not anywhere even close to that, unfortunately. What if I go here, I'm basically coming out power neutral, I think. I'm not quite, but it's fine. We're still gonna have enough. And then, yeah, we don't have enough power for that, so we're just going to, I guess, go to the next one. All right, so again, the support is going negative. We'll hold off on our decision here. First thing I want to do is remove this, move this here, and build the delivery drones. So the reason I did that was because the delivery drones give +2 to surrounding. Hospital only gives +1, but it gives a good +7 right off the bat. This also gives +2. All right. And the robots also give us access to the rocky plains here. Although, hang on, what is this? We get harvested resources, and then, well, the crater will be able to get that one. So we're gonna go there, and then we need to start importing silicates. And then, ooh, I'm not seeing anything useful here. Although the space hotels could come in handy. It wouldn't hurt to have the space hotels going. The problem is all of our imports take up the space that we need for the orbital ring. So maybe we hold off on that and we go hard for the orbital ring as much as we can. Yeah, I don't think we have anything within 1. So unfortunately, we might just have to build a drone hub, which we also can't afford. So we're just going to take +15 support. Ugh. Wait, actually, well, let's do the bacteria spreader while we have the stuff for it, because we can move this eventually. And we'll just go ahead and end. All right. Ooh, that sucks. So yeah, we got to repair that. We can't let it sit around. And the exploration satellites are also huge. Probably the best project. That's like a snap keep. Yeah. All right. So the talking points for today are: number 1, the iPod was discontinued. Apple just announced it. So those of you guys who've been around for a long time, you guys know all about the iPod. It's been doing its thing for a long time, and they're like, nope, no more, we're done. Buy an iPhone, I guess. I know Emmykins was very sad because she loves her Her iPod has been with her through thick and thin. She's dropped it many a time and cracked the screen. I'm surprised it still works at all, honestly. Okay, what is this? Automated robotic workforce. +1 comfort of living for every 1 robots in the city. That's super good. And we can build it right now, so let's take it. And so if we have 3 robots, we have 1, 2, and 3. The question is, what do we get rid of? Because we're kind of using all of this. I guess the food is less pressing right now, so let's go for the comfort of living. What comfort of living does is it increases the happiness generated by each population. So if we increase our comfort of living to 4, every citizen who lives in this city gets +4 automatically. Okay, we need to start scanning here and here, and then we can build. And I think we're gonna put it here. That opens up a lot of other options. Although, if we're gonna turn this into our farming area, it's gonna cost 6 power to break through these rocks. I guess if I go here, I can just put the farm here, and then eventually we'll put the farming building here, and that gives us 3 slots. I am okay with that. I think that'll be fine. All right, let's head to the next one. Ooh, okay, so this is an interesting decision. Economic growth has been steady for the past few years, and we have more budget than expected. So we can either produce our mineral resources again, which is just going to be 2 extra water, 1 extra nitrate, 1 extra titanium, or we can produce food, science, and power, which power is our limiting factor right now. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab the farm. We're going to put down another farm here. And then we're going to start going for those silicates hard, because we need those. All right, well, now we have the silicates, but the bacteria spreader's in the way. And honestly, I don't care. We can build another one later. It's not like a problem. We're going to get plenty of those. And I would have moved it if we had the space, but we don't have the space, so I didn't move it. Okay, now we've run into a bit of an issue. Guess we'll go for metalloderms. So we no longer have the tritium required to send to our space project. So we either need to get a source of tritium, which this might help a little bit, I guess. There's 2. And this is a lava tube. Lava tubes are actually pretty great, except for the fact that they're full of rocks. So we may end up setting up shop here, or we could look around for a different thing, or we could just expand this city to encompass the tritium deposits, which is probably what will actually end up happening. Okay, so let's select a project here. Oh, speaking of expanding, the road paver depot is just going to give us 3 expansions, which honestly could be worth it. However, we're going to grab the pit mine first so we increase our titanium production. And I don't even know where we would squeeze it in here. Maybe we could replace the tritium generator. I guess we'll see. Okay, MarsNet would be good, but I don't think we have actually we do have a good spot for it. But also we have a hydroponics module, we have the farm, or habitation module, hydroponic farm. This is a tough one. I'm torn between MarsNet and the hydroponic farm, and the reason is the hydroponic farm is going to be pretty quick to get down, but MarsNet is like a better project overall. But I think we can hold off. We can get it again later down the line. So let's set up shop here. Remove this. Actually, hang on. No, we're going to do this. And assuming we put like a school here or something, we're going to want something here, here, and here. So we'll do it like that. And that is going to give us an expansion. This will give us some tritium next turn, which means we need to get some of our own this turn, which I think we can get from here. That also gives us, oh, we already spent the silicates though. Okay. What are we short on? I guess power is still a concern. Titanium is a concern, although that should be less of a concern. We're getting 3 per turn now. Again, we've got 2 extra spots up here we can get it from. Let's go here. And then we'll just end the turn. Okay, another, well, okay. So development center, we got to take that. And the reason why is because it lets us draw an extra project each turn, which is massive. If you've played any kind of like deck building game or card game, extra draw is important. And in fact, it lets us draw this very turn. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Android hub. Because androids give us 3 robots, which lets us expand 3 times. And I would put them here. I could actually replace the generator here with the robots. That would give us a boost both because of the automated robotic workforce, and then it would let us link up with these tritium deposits, which would be big. Okay, and then I was going to harvest the resources. That gives us the tritium. And then I guess just continue exploring. We do need to stay on top of our support. That's starting to creep down a bit. And here's the flat plains, and you'll notice these little markings. I didn't point these out before. Basically what this means is if I am raising the water level and it gets to level 3, this will be submerged. This will be underwater. And there are ways to counteract that, but you have to own the tile to build the thing that you need, the dike, to be able to avoid it getting flooded. Okay, so we have an option here to build a nuclear oxygen factory, which gives +2 atmosphere and +2 oxygen at the cost of increasing radiation and like making people really hate us. And since we're not even close to getting that much tritium, and this is not a terraforming mission, we're gonna just get the extra support. All right, so this is our first spaceport. We're gonna take that for sure. And we're also going to take the bacteria spreader. And ideally I would place the spaceport someplace that hits a bunch of mines. Like right here would be good. We could get the silicates, the tritium, or the titanium, and we could hit our city, because what the spaceport does is adjacent cities get a +1 comfort of living, and adjacent mines get an extra free trade route for their resource. So if we put it here, all it would do would give the comfort of living. If we put it here, I suppose it would give the extra mine plus, or the extra export plus it would hit this. But I think we're going to want to build it here on this canyon view. So maybe we could set that up now. Just throw the paver depot down. We could build that there, and then we could snag here and here. And then next turn we should be able to build the mines that we need. Okay, we'll get the titanium right now. More titanium, chat. Look at all that. It's so juicy. I love it. And then we'll build that there. Go ahead and get the Dinococcus down. Like I said, we're going to get plenty of those bacteria spreaders. I've never had an issue getting more of those. Sandstorm. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we'll repair that. So basically the sandstorms can hit both your cities and the rural nodes, they're called. And every time you have like a damaged node, it gives you a support penalty, which you do not want. And I'm playing on a pretty high difficulty level. So it's kind of like if you play like Slay the Spire or Hades, you have the like sort of new game plus, or just it starts ramping up the difficulty. This is it's not the highest level. Or it might be the highest level that has been unlocked. They're still working on the game. All right, so we need, we're not gonna have tritium for a while. We need to finish this orbital ring. Let's see. I guess we want to get the titanium going. We don't have enough for both. Let's get the silicates, because that's one that we don't even have yet. Actually, is there power around here? No. Okay, so just guessing here, but this might be a, okay, this is in fact a spot. Unfortunately, it doesn't link up with anything that we're interested in. I mean, tritium could be good. I was hoping it would connect up here, because right now the only way we're going to get to this titanium, this silicate, is if we expand New Skopje. I just hope that's how you say that. Okay. Although I guess we could. We have the drone hubs, which do that. If we like expanded this way, that unfortunately gives us a -2, which we don't want right now. So we'll actually just leave that for now. Oh, and I forgot we didn't even do our thing yet. We'll grab a farm. Think tank condominium. Oh, wait, that's actually good. Hold on. Yeah. We're gonna take this, and I'll show you why in a second. We need more food. Yeah, we got food. There we go. Okay, so we're almost, oh, dang it. All right, hang on. So first things first, we have Henry Carnegie, who is really good if you're going for, hold on. If you're going for terraforming, because he just has a special ability that increases atmosphere and heat. Svetlana gives you, basically lets you get free housing. Well, it's not free, you have to pay for it, but if you're not drawing the card, she'll give you 3 free cards. And she also gives an extra support per turn for every 13th, 14th, and 15th new building you construct in each city. Henry Carnegie here, however, gives us efficient mines, which we kind of need right now. We need a lot of mines. Yeah, we'll repair that to reduce the damage. We have another development center, which we're going to again take. We'll take the delivery drones. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to start by moving. Okay, hang on. We're gonna move you. Okay, we're gonna move this here. We're gonna move this here. And then we're gonna put the think tank condominium here. That's gonna increase the science output of the think tank condominium. And then we can put the delivery drones right here. And we're gonna move the development center to where the headquarters was. That's gonna give us an extra draw here. And I'm actually gonna take cloud seeding, because cloud seeding, if we get to plants, will let us bypass the ocean level requirement for putting the plants down in some places by increasing the rain zone, which rain is like the hardest thing to get in this game. You need to increase the ocean level, but even if you do that, it's still usually not enough to do the higher level plants. And then I think we want to go, we're low on power again. Let's actually just import some CO2 and head to the next turn. All right, so again, we're gonna skip our draws for right now. And we're going to place down the delivery drones. That's going to give us another extra slot there. As for what we're going to take, homesteads is good. Tuber farms are good. That's more food. And then I think the entertainment center is going to give us a nice boost. That gives a +3 to each adjacent. So it's a good one to put. Like, let's say I had houses on each of these 4 spokes here. We could put the entertainment center right in the middle, and that would give us an extra +3 to each one, which is, I guess, +12. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but it does add up. Let's check here. That is a lava tube, but it's got good access. So it'll hit that titanium. It'll hit that water. Let's see what's in the inside. Nothing is on the inside. Okay. So in that case, I think we take the power that we've got and we go ahead and preemptively put the entertainment center here and then get rid of this and put down a tuber farm. That'll give us some extra food per turn. I think we already did his ability and we can't build anything else. So let's finish up the orbital ring. That's going to give us a huge boost to our trading capacity. I'll show you guys. Now we have 5 available. And the first thing we're going to want to grab is the exploration satellites, because that gives us an extra satellite, much like in Surviving Mars, to explore any node that we want, regardless of how far it is. What do we need? This could be a good setup for another city. It's a flat plane. We could start looking down here. We could start checking this area. Yeah, let's head over this way. That's a crater. That's not the worst. It's got an anomaly. It's got a great natural site, which is just a natural place you can, if you build next to it. Unfortunately, there's only the one. It gives you a bonus to support. It's kind of like a free entertainment building. Okay. Oh, we have the think tank available, so let's go ahead and get that down. So that's going to give us that extra science plus the extra support for being next to the delivery drones. And that gives us 3, count them, 3 places that we can build. Why don't we grab the titanium and the titanium. And then we could either go for the water, which might be good, or we can hold out. Well, actually, no, hang on. How much is the water? We don't have enough power. We'll wait till next turn. Do we? And he has his second or his third ability is mine venting, which, depending on the size of a mine, can get you a whole lot more. It's basically 5 times the size of the mine. So this is a level 2 mine, so it'll get 10 heat and 10 atmosphere, which would actually give us a bit of a boost. I'll show you right now. So we get the plus 100 support for increasing atmosphere, which is, again, that's going to reduce the that's going to increase the radiation protection, which reduces the, I guess, reduction from radiation that you get. And now we're at a plus 2, which is good. And one of the nice things about playing on stream is that I've been playing a lot more slowly and deliberately to explain what I'm doing, and I'm doing a lot better as a result. So thank you guys for being here, or being here after the fact, whichever you've chosen to do. Okay, do we take a, we're kind of a ways off from a HAB module. Another landing pad, I guess, and we'll have a bacteria spreader in the hand. I hear the tornado siren. Hang on. Let's go to the be right back screen. I'm gonna go, like, make sure I'm not gonna get sucked into a tornado, and then I'll come back. So you guys just chill for a bit. Okay, well, the sirens are going. Let me double check the weather here, and we shall see. Wait, hang on. Let me double check here. All right, so check the weather. No. Severe thunderstorm warning is what we've got right now. Let's see. Tornado warning. More information. Tornado warning remains in effect for the next 20 minutes. At 6:46, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located 6 miles southeast of town, 12 miles southwest of my town, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So we have tornado and quarter-sized hail. Radar indicated rotation. Ooh, spooky. Ooh, it's getting windy out there. Looking real juicy too. If you guys have never seen what like a tornado kind of weather looks like, then let me just tell you that it looks super awesome. And so it's like cloudy outside, but there's still some light and it's kind of green. There's like a green sky. It's very cool. So this is now a weather watching stream. I'm gonna, I guess, make sure that I'm not gonna get sucked into a tornado, like I said, but I think we can continue. If things get real bad and I like stop talking, yeah, Twister Twitch edition. If things get real bad and I stop talking, that just means that I have retreated to the basement to attempt to be safe with my cat, and I guess my wife will be there too. So let's get back to the game. And where did we leave off? Just checking the window here, chat. Don't worry about me. Did I switch to the? I didn't switch back to the live scene, did I? Okay. Okay, well now that's hail. Now I'm getting a little concerned. Hold on. Yeah. Might have to we might have to wrap it up early tonight, chat. I don't know. Kind of spooky. Okay, what do we want to do here? I mean, I did say I wanted to go this way, so let's go that way. We can't do the mine, but we can do this launch pad. It's gonna give us an extra bit of trade capacity. We can also do the bacteria spreader. What does that cost? Just science. We have science, and then we'll go for... Okay, I think that was the AC turning on and not a tornado. Oh man. Yeah, it's like, I keep looking, it's like scary looking, chat. You guys are lucky you don't live here. Maybe you live someplace that has like earthquakes and stuff, which is worse. Probably. Okay, there's some thunder. Nice, nice. You love to see it. I think we take the tuber farm. Okay, and then we get rid of this. We build the mine. Here we go. All right, so that is going to give us our boost to the, so now we get 4 water. Finally, took us long enough. Is there anything else we can afford right now that we want to build? Oh, I suppose we need to start putting work into that. And we do need to get access to tritium. So let's go ahead and start working on that. This is probably going to be the spot we want to build on, because that's going to give us access to 1 and potentially 2. For projects, I guess we take another spaceport and then just chuck the rest for science. Okay, hit the button. Ooh, we got hit by a sandstorm. It's not ideal, but we'll deal. Okay, and then Hyperloop. Okay, well, speaking of the Elon Musk challenge, we got access to the Hyperloop, which I'm gonna take because that could be really useful. And the rest of these, we'll take the greenhouse farm. We'll take the turbine, I guess. We can always sell these back for science if we need to. Okay, so to build here, we need more food, which we do not currently have. We're good on water, though. I guess we do the space hotels. They're not super good. They only give +10 support, which is not great. Okay, let's check here. And then, yeah, so that'll link up these two tritium produces. Then we need 27 power for the Hyperloop. That is kind of gross. The Hyperloop could actually be really useful at New Ulaanbaatar, although we don't... Well, we can replace the food, I guess. Just checking outside again. It sounded like it was getting windy. I just don't want like a huge piece of debris to come flying through the window and like impale me live on Twitch. That would be probably against TOS, I think. Haven't read too much into that. Okay, so we're gonna get the exploration satellites next turn. Another sandstorm. Gonna eat into our tritium, but you gotta pay it. Yeah. Hold off. Enable that. That gives us the extra satellites. Okay. We're good. It's fine, chat. We're all good. Everyone's okay. Okay, well, now there's like a big boom. Ooh. Okay, we're good. It's all good. So do we take... We don't have enough food. We'll have enough food next turn. So I think we want to start exploring alternative areas. So why don't we hit this water source here? Like so. That's the maximum. So we have water now, so we can start expanding our water. We'll take the tuber farm in that case. Or sorry, our food production. And for this one, we'll start building more food production down here in this corner. And I think we wait till next turn to explore down here because that'll reduce the cost. We could definitely explore here though, which is, I guess we take the -5 hit if we do that. So why don't we just boost the heat? And as for the projects, we could take a bus station. And I think that's all we want from this pool. We've still got a bunch we haven't played yet. And if we do the bus station, that's going to give us access to these two mining sites, which we can't exploit just yet because we're exporting all of our titanium to the space hotels. Most unfortunate. That's okay though. So again, we will wait, although I think I see what I want. And then I did say we were going to build the new city, so let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, we're getting the -1 because of the radiation, so we'll just have to live with that for a bit. We can explore. We really need titanium though. So what if we find a nice source of titanium? This is 3 to get to. 3 titanium, is that enough to do a mine? It is. Nice. We take those. And then I think we just... Okay, so I wanted to take the soil factory. The hospital we could play right now. And the research campus gives population plus boosting the research, but we don't really need that. What we're going to do is we're going to throw down a hospital here. That's going to boost us up in our support. And then we're going to end the turn. Biogenerator, that gives us power, atmosphere, and heat for 36 nitrates. Another think tank condominium. All right, let's hold off. All right, so we can get giant space mirrors, which could be really good. Skyscraper, if we had more food production, that would be awesome. Could eat the bugs. I don't think we want to eat the bugs just yet. Haven't quite reached that, but another expansion hub is probably good. Whatever, we'll take the skyscraper. Ekis Overlook, that's new. Usually it's like new whatever. We have another spread of bacteria. Go ahead and spread it there. I kind of got distracted by the potential tornado happening in my front yard. But we were talking about the iPod getting discontinued. I was not an iPod kid. I did not have an iPod. And let me just double check the warnings here. I had a Zune. I was like one of the like 12 people who had a Zune, which then got stolen when I was in the army. So now I don't have a Zune either. Ooh, this could be a good spot to put down an expansion thing. But yeah, it's kind of a sad, it's like a stupid story. It's like a bunch of my D&D stuff got stolen too, which was just like my dice. Like, what are you gonna do with a bag of dice and a Zune and like some other crap? It was just dumb. All right. Okay, so we need to get something. I guess we take the think tank condominium, but now we're over our limit. So we're not super close. Maybe just chuck us cloud seeding. We're not gonna ever use that at this rate. We're at turn 38. We're over halfway through because I think 32 is like 32, 33 is the split. So we need to start really ramping up our production here if we can swing it. Let's start throwing everything into the giant space mirrors. And we'll hit the... Maybe we just do some exploration here. Like, what the heck's up here? We haven't even looked. All right, well, nothing, but good to know. All right. Hey! Hello, Pax Oversir. Okay, it's the Newman child. Oh my gosh, what an interesting way to speak. And yeah, we're having great summer weather down here. It's cloudy and green. You'll love to see it every summer. Welcome to Terraformers, the game where you terraform Mars. Not to be confused with the actual game called Terraforming Mars, or any of the other Mars terraforming games that I also play. Okay. I think we just end the turn. Oh, you know, another thing I like about this game is that it's turn-based, which is like my favorite type of game. Radiation Begondis. Roboticized laboratory. Oh, that was a loud boom. I hope that's thunder and not, you know, like a tornado or something. Okay. So, we're in an interesting spot. We're going to take the Import Oceans from the Rings of Saturn project. And we have the Martian Workers Association, which can actually give you a lot of support if you play it in the right city. We don't have a lot of food. So what do we need to start building things? We need power. We need titanium. I think we go for the titanium real quick. See if there's any big deposits we can hit up. I think just this one, which does, okay, and then there's one up here as well. All right, let's hit it. So that's the titanium. And then we have this expansion hub, which could be useful. Let's say we do the Android hub, like here. That gives us access to this. Go 1, 2, 3. We need to do something like this. 2 and 3. If we build the expansion hub next turn, that would let me, or I guess whenever we get around to it, we could capture all 4 of these areas with just this one tile. We could also build a sweet spaceport. Fortunately, we do not have the resources to build any mines. Again, we're going to get rid of the airborne wind turbine. And as far as this goes, let's keep doing that. This is actually probably better than I typically find myself. A GMO lab is huge. Particle collider, don't care. None of these I care about. We're just going to chuck them. Okay, so the GMO, or what is this, GMO lab? That's going to go right here. That's going to increase our food production by a lot. We have the Martian Workers Association, which could give a bunch of support. So 16 there, 15 here, 18 here, but we don't have a place for it, unfortunately. We don't have the power to do a pit mine. Nor do we have the power or the titanium to do the expansion hub. And we are rapidly running out of silicates. You know, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for... Hang on. I'm going to grab the artificial magnetic field first, because we can get that in 2 turns. This currently has nothing. The problem with this is if we get rid of the food, then it reduces some of the resources that we are producing. So that would actually be non-beneficial. So why don't I put this here and get that as we got it. All right, let's hit the CO2 imports button. We've almost got to 1 heat. We've almost slightly terraformed Mars. All right, so new guy. Who is our option? We have Hong Tao. He does trade, which is actually really important. Or we could go Isabella Torres, who's going to give us oxygen boost. Which again, oxygen is not really our thing right now, so we're going to go with that. We have the train station. We have spaceport. We can actually build the spaceport, really? Hold on. I was not aware we could do the spaceport now. Let's build it. Okay, well that took up all of my stuff, but I was able to do it. Now we can export a bunch of titanium. Well, 3 titanium. And we have no power to build more mines. So let's do a trade center somewhere. What is it? 1 trade route for every 3 population. That's a bit of an issue. This has what? 4... There's 3 population, 2 robots. Yeah, and I don't want to get rid of the drone hub, although we could replace it in the future. New Bangkok doesn't even have 3 of anything. That's just kind of bad. Let's just do industrial lobbying. That'll get us some extra resources here. And as for these, the train station is good. Homesteads, I guess we'll take oxygen factor. No, we're just gonna chuck these back. We don't need those. Oh man, this is gonna be such a good spot to build if we ever get around to it. Yep, so let's close that. We'll build the radiation field. Let's hit the scan button on all of these spots. And we need 9 to build here. So go ahead and spend 3 there. And then we're going to just clear all the trade routes. We need to get 1, right? Yeah, 1 power. What if we just like sold a bunch of science and just got a bunch of power? Yeah, that works for me. More power, more better. And then we'll send one of these and we'll send one of these just to keep things going. I guess, hang on, we could do 8. That's fine. All right, that'll let us actually get some stuff done. As for this, we We have luxury workshop, which we don't care about. We have another spaceport, which we might care about. We have another bacteria spreader, which I don't really care about either. So we're going to chuck them all back. Okay, so now another batch of expectations. We'll take the meat lab for sure. And the robot ingenuity center could actually be a good pull here. First, we're going to do the expansion hub. So that captures 3 for us. And the nice part about the expansion hubs is that they don't cause any unhappiness for what you get. Harvest its resources, yes. And we can't afford to harvest the resources there. So we'll make this another farming area. We'll just set up a soil factory. We don't have any food yet that we can afford, but we'll get to it eventually. Think tank condominium. If we have enough for that, I guess we have enough for another area to build, right? Beautiful. Okay. We'll just do another batch of industrial lobbying. And as for research, do we still need power at this point? We might need that. We'll take that just in case we come across a place that we can build it. I guess the landing pad we're not really using right now. Ideally, I'd be putting this someplace high, but I don't think I have access to any place high. So maybe we just put it here. Sure, why not? Okay. We have import oceans, we have hospital, we have robot hub. So we're going to take those 3. And all right, for this one, let's try to consolidate the mines we already have with the power that we have. So there's that. I think those are the only mines that we didn't have kind of laid out. We can get rid of this. I guess we can just plop down our research center. That's going to increase the amount that that are proposed each turn, so we have more to choose from. And then we can do a hospital somewhere. Maybe here. Well, it can't hurt. Gives us a little bit of extra support without costing us too much. This will give us nitrates. That could be good. And we'll do the robot ingenuity center. That's going to give us access to here. We don't have any more power, so we'll just do the industrial lobbying. And yeah, now we're just trying to generate as much power as possible. So here we go. We get methane from Titan, greenhouse farm. Wow, these are like, there's some real disparity between these. The XMars Foundation is proposing a large cash prize to push research in a specific field. We'll think about that. Another GMO lab would be good. Waste incinerator, we don't care about. Space hotels, we definitely don't care about. Research center, I think we've got enough proposed. Let's hold off. And New Skopje. What could we replace? I guess we could replace the road paver depot with the Hyperloop. Maybe we could replace one of these with something. The bus station could be replaced with the train station. Just a straight upgrade, although we don't really have anything that we're trying to get to here. So maybe we focus down here for now. Let's say we did homesteads here. Or actually, let's do the think tank condominium. That gives us more science per turn. And also gives us access to these aquifers so we can build some more water mines. And a tritium mine. And let's check out here. This will give us a nitrate mine. Whatever. Actually, this one is the one that's going to need the train station at the rate we're going. There's so much stuff far away. Yeah, all right, we'll save up our power for that. What about someplace up here? Where does this go to? Flat plains gives us water and nothing. We want to check these areas, I think. I think we picked here to be food. Yes, so we'll put the food there. We can even put more food there if we really want to. Yeah, well, we'll keep up with that. I think that's in a good spot. So return 45. We'll take methane from Titan. That's not terrible. It'll give us a bunch of heat and atmosphere. We're just kind of in a spot where those aren't really priorities, in my opinion. Waste incinerator just gives +1 power. I guess that's not bad. Needs to produce at least 3 food though, which I don't feel like we're producing 3 food here yet, but we'll plop it down anyway. We'll get the food eventually. Okay. So this is where we're at. Everything is looking okay to me right now. Again, we have another development center that we cannot afford because we're kind of giving away all of our science every turn. So we can build a train station, which we're going to do right here. That's a lot of expansions. Holy moly. Okay then. Maybe we just hold on to those. I can't imagine we're gonna need them for anything. Let's see. We can't build anything else, but we'll grab the development center, we'll grab the delivery drones, we'll grab the domed park. Starting to get kind of crazy out there. But nothing too crazy yet. I guess if my phone goes off again, it'll probably be for like warning, tornado, like danger close. Still don't have enough power. All right, we have the trade center. We should be using that. We don't really have a good spot for it though. Yeah, industrial lobbying, I guess. We'll do that again. It's getting us somewhere at least. We're getting a lot of tritium. Holy cow, we should be sending some of that off to get processed. All right, Emmykins cannot check because she has a scared cat snuggled up to her. Yeah, he does not like this kind of weather for probably obvious reasons. He's a cat. He's a little critter. He doesn't know what's going on. He's scared. So, you know, he hides. Probably smart. I should be hiding right now too, but I'm gonna keep rolling with it anyway. No regrets. Hopefully. What if we expanded to here? Is that an option? No, we're already like expanded out, it looks like. Let's do this then. We'll put the robot, no, not a robot hub. We'll put the delivery drones here. That'll give us some expansion in this area. Can mine. How about if we explore a bit? Not too bad. And then I think the food was supposed to go here, right? I goofed this up. This shouldn't be here. I guess it should kind of, I would put it here, but that's, no, that's fine. Oh wait, no. Yeah, because food's gonna go here and then another thing and the food's gonna go there. So that does work. Okay. We have plenty of rural empty spots here we can play with. We take the science or do we take the resource? I think we just leave it blank. Take the resources here. And then again, we take the tuber farm. We're kind of hurting for power. Brain station. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the power. I guess we do this. That is power. What if we turn this into a power area? I mean, it would take a while to like move this back over there, but so be it. We've got a couple of turns yet to go before we hit the end. Do I need a blanket? No, I'm good on blankets. I am just fine over here. We do have food. We do have everything, and we can't play any more cards, so we'll just wait. All right, so we have a plant spreader. We have a hospital. We have a hydroponic farm that we can't play just yet. And we're at 6 out of 7 on water and tritium, and then we're 5 out of 7 on titanium. So silicates is where we need to be looking. So we have silicates here. So I guess we can check out here. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That's pretty crazy. Getting loud again. And that could be a good spot. There's silicates here. Why don't we check here? This is a spot. Okay, silicates. Yeah, so this is going to be our next colony, I believe. And let's head down to here. Okay, let's head to Bangkok. We'll just plop a development center here. That'll give us an extra draw. Again, we already have more than we can even use, but why not? Sure. It's New Bangkok. New Bangkok's kind of like hemmed in here, aren't they? Oh, wait, they have silicates deposit? Hang on, why didn't I see that before? That would have been huge. All right, robots. And then go, and we can't mine it. Shoot. Oh, that's unfortunate. Have anything that doesn't have a... We'll just wait. Okay, and I guess we'll take the hydroponics farm. I don't think we want anything else. We can get the skyscraper now. Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, let's come back to this in a second. We want to get the mine done. It's going to give us our next batch of silicates. Ooh. Oh my. It's very green outside, chat. Glad I'm inside. Ugh. Wish if this wasn't on like a tripod, I would show you guys what the outside looks like. It's pretty cool looking, but unfortunately, it is on a tripod. So there's that. Let me like reset this maybe. Okay, hang on. Let's do this. Try to get the methane from Titan going. Yeah, we'll get that going. For storm chasing stream. I'll go outside. It'll be fun. We'll get on the tripod. I won't have service because, you know, that's just how it is. But wait, no, I said I was going to build a new colony, didn't I? I was going to build here, which is unfortunately kind of blocked off. Okay, and we have some options to choose from. We'll take the Workers Association, we'll take another skyscraper, and we'll take the GMO lab. And we'll take the oxygen factory. Why not? Let's take them all. Okay. Hit the button. Double resource production. Yes, please. That is massive. All right, so we can snag this. Again, though, we need to make sure all this is lined up. Gandalf does have his beach streams. That's true. What's my excuse? And we'll get the giant space mirrors going. Well, this sucks that we can't build that yet. We're kind of at an impasse. Just throw in a oxygen factory here. We have GMO stuff. We have no place to put it. I guess here could be useful. We'll move the tuber farm over here. Okay, and I think, so that gives us an extra expansion, but it doesn't really do much. I guess we can get the viewpoint tower for some titanium. We have another expansion available, expansion hub. We might actually get this. We have 15 turns to go. So I need to be a little conscientious. Grab my phone and show you. It's like it clipped into the tripod. It's not that exciting. Just imagine it. Like you guys have all seen Twister, probably, maybe not. It's not that cool. Gee, let's found a city here. Why the heck not? Oh, that sounded kind of close. We put that there. Yeah, I don't think these are connected. I think we just put that there. You guys, okay, Emmykin's tried. I don't know, if I had more people in chat right now that were like, show us, then I would consider it. But considering I think it's just you and me right now, I'm not gonna poke my head out, you know, unhook the phone and everything and do all that. New Port-au-Prince, what a fun thing to have be new. Domed Park, and then homesteads. Let's go. So let's give us access to silicates. Just kidding, it won't. It will in fact not give us access to anything because we're out of titanium again. We'll take the Android hub. We'll take the homesteads and nothing else. My trade routes are unassigned, really. Well. I guess we're gonna start importing more titanium then. Emmykins can't see because of chat. I mean, there's nothing to see. It's just like, it's like green, and there's lightning and thunder, and it's raining. It's more of a yellowish green now at this point. Okay. So, this is our trade boost person. Although at this point, I think we're just gonna go for space stuff. So let's enable this. We'll get some extra heat going. I think here, because this has our highest concentration, currently 2 of cities founded in it. Well, I guess down here does as well. Ooh, holy cow. I mean, it does. I think it looks cool. I think that the weather, I think like stormy, thundery, tornado-y type weather like looks cool. But that's just how it looks. Like, you can find a picture of that on Google. I don't recommend like risking your life to check it out or anything like that. Okay, let's do that. We gotta found another city here, which we're gonna just plop down there. We have a lot of power now, which is nice. Might actually be able to pull this off. Well, we don't have enough titanium though. Maybe we can snag some with our satellite. If there's any available. I'm not seeing any. Oh, come on, really? There's no titanium at all. All right, that's fine. We'll check out here. Lava tube. Do we have any? We don't have any. Oh, we have import oceans from rings of Saturn could be useful. Food monitoring office could be really good. School. We'll just take the, go ahead and take the science on this one. So alternative space materials. So this is Deja Robinson. She's named after the princess from John Carter and the Princess of Mars. Or I think it might just be called Princess of Mars. She's gonna give us a boost to our sciencey, not science, our spacey stuff. Bring in some extra titanium there. That works. How much do we have? 100 is it, that's 12 science, right? I'm not misreading that. I think that's about as much as we can spare. Some of our trade routes are unassigned, yes, but that's okay. We're not worried about animals, so we'll just take temperate forest. Then we have more import oceans from Ceres. Oh, we've got too much stuff going on here, I think. This is homesteads again. So I think we throw down the homesteads. It's going to give us a couple of slots here. 2 and 3. Again, we're low on titanium, so we'll grab more titanium. The food monitoring office is going to give us a nice boost to our... Move that over there. Going to give us... Wait, 1 comfort of living for every 4 food. I'm only producing 2, 4. Ah, shoot. We need to produce one more, I think. Yeah, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we had a hydroponic farm in place of one of these, we'd be producing extra food. Or an extra whatever. Okay. Do we explore or do we... I think we explore in this case. So we need to start looking for more minerals to mine. Also, another thing that I need to be worried about with regards to titanium is the fact that the dikes that I'm going to start needing require titanium to build. So like right here, I think all of our areas are currently safe. If the water goes up by 1 level, we're okay. 2, though, it's gonna become an issue. Gives us 18. I'll take that. We can still research some projects. So, do we take the water? Do we take the extra draw? Because we always take the draw. Always take the water. Exhaust processor. Yes, please. And we'll take the tritium generator, which we can slap. Shoot, I screwed this up. Let's get rid of, let's just move this over here actually. We're down another tritium generator. And now we're just looking for the thing that boosts power generation. And I think as far as mine density goes, so this is +1 silicate for every 3 mines. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have anything that has 6 right off the bat? This is 1, 2, 3 as well. Shoot. 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess the closest one. Yeah, I don't think this is going to have 6 either. This is going to have 1, 2, 3. This has 1, 2, 3. This is 1, 2, 3. Let's just take the exhaust thing then. Yeah, I'll do that. Ooh, a little crackly. It's kind of fun. In other news that I'm trying to keep up with, it's hard to juggle like discussions and the game and the weather. But there were some leaks about the upcoming Mario movie. Some test audiences may have spilled the beans about the plot, which I have not read about the plot. I don't know what the plot entails, although I mean it's a Mario movie. What do you think it involves? But apparently Mario and Luigi, so Chris Pratt and Charlie Day, are going to be using Brooklyn accents for their characters. So I think initially they had said that wasn't going to happen. There were concerns that they weren't going to have their traditional Italian American Brooklyn whatever accents, but fear not, internet people, they will. They are going to have those accents. Do we explore here? I think we do. Or nitrates, which we need. We're at 7 on silicates. 6, 6, 6 on water, titanium, and tritium. So the nitrates are going to be our next big thing that we're looking for. Then throw this down. Gives us an extra draw, which we don't actually need. Although more power I'm not going to turn down. I maybe should start doing that, but we don't have power. We don't have power. Shoot. Put it there for now. Some of our trade routes are not being used. How about we finish it this turn? How about that? No need. Okay, yeah, we're good there. Yes, I am aware some of my trade routes are not being used. All right, so let's go ahead. I'll show you guys what happens. I think, yeah, 40. So 40 out of 30 is gonna increase the level by 1. Let's keep an eye on all of our, or we'll double check all of our areas to make sure they're not getting flooded. That's 3. I don't see any 1s. I think there's just a 2. So let's try that. Beautiful. So the water comes up. There we go. It starts at the poles. Some of it is still frozen. But you know, there is some liquid water on Mars now. Very cool. Okay, now we switch over to this. Let's actually reset everything. And then start importing that. And then we'll export those. We will not even touch the titanium except to send some to the next ocean project. And we can actually import some more titanium as well. So let's do that. I think we're going to get this one, chat, because we only need 1 water, 1 titanium, 1 tritium, and then 1 nitrates, which we have nitrates right here. Why don't we go for the miner's cottage? Okay, well, we can't afford that, but that's going to give us 3 out of the 4 that we need, which is good. Then we just need to start looking for more mining sites. Okay, that's water. We do need water as well. So maybe we'll check this area out down here. Go ahead and explore. This is okay. Here's some right there. So if we were to build here, that would give us access to this area. We have the plant spreader. We might actually be able to start spreading plants. Yeah, we can. Nice, nice. Plop that there and go for a tundra forest, which we can put right there. That's actually gonna, yeah, look, our comfort is super good now. This has been a very successful run of the game. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you're not on the stream, if you're not live on the stream, I hope that if you're watching the VOD or watching on YouTube, you've learned a thing or two about this game and you're interested in it, because I've been having a lot of fun with it. Take the Android hub here. Maybe we can leave the lab. Actually, yeah, we'll leave the lab. Okay, so what is our biggest bottleneck right now? I guess power, food, water to an extent. Science, we're kind of like shipping it all away. But we'll see what happens next turn. All right, so again, I think that's one of the important things. If you're gonna play this game, don't instantly take your cards. Like, close it out, see what your situation is, and then you can go back and grab them. You don't have to get them right away. You can come back after a bit. Okay, that actually puts our nitrates up because of our special ability. So now we just need 1 each of water, titanium, and tritium. Let's see if we can spot anything within range. Still need water. Okay, there's water there. Let's see what else. Science doesn't really help us. This is water, but there's not really anything else close by. Here's tritium, actually. We can snag that right now. We'll just throw in a... Well, there goes our power. Never mind. In that case, we'll use more power and more of that. Okay. And in that case, we'll start sending titanium to get the water levels up again. It doesn't do us super good right now. But if we were playing a different mission where we needed to increase water levels or we needed to put more plants down, the last 10 turns are going to be kind of crucial for that. Sure, space hotels, why not? Okay. And then as for what we want to take here, again, we're in like a weird spot where we kind of have all that we can take, so we're just going to throw them all away. So again, we're going to close it out. We're going to take our project. We have some... We could generate titanium by doing this. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. What a fool I've been. Climate zone is too cold. Ah, shoot. Guess we could put it here. So that gives +1 titanium per turn if climate zone has a city, which it does. So we're good on titanium now, chap. We just need the water and the tritium, which we have the tritium here, and the water, I could have swore we had just seen it. Let's throw down an Android hub. link that up. Again, we can't afford it, but we do have these satellites. Maybe we can find some titanium. It'll take the power at least. Nothing there. Nothing up there. So we need to kind of explore a bit, I guess. Let's go this way. Okay. No, we didn't get anything. Let's see where the water was. There's water here. So if we were to... This one's already... But this is actually cool. Look, it's like, it's basically just an Earth town. It's got green, it's got a blue sky. Same deal for New Ulaanbaatar. That's pretty neat. All right, so I think in that case, we want to just build here and then grab this water next turn. As for projects, I think we're done with projects. It's just kind of a mad dash to get these last mineral things accomplished. Let's end the turn. Or something, I don't know. Get rid of the science and then import a bunch of titanium because that's kind of our bottleneck. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're going to quickly explore here. All adjacent, oh, there's one up there. Like, I thought we just explored the last one, but no, we did not. That goes there. This goes here, I guess. We get the water, we get the mine, that gives us the water. We just need the tritium. Dang it. We don't have enough by like a little tiny bit. And we'll get it next turn. And that's actually ahead of schedule. So we'll get the golden medal for doing this ahead of schedule. All right, sure, let's just, that's not what I wanted to do. Let me undo that. I do like that there is an undo button. XCOM could learn a thing or two about an undo button. Although with XCOM, I think there's some extenuating circumstances, perhaps. I'm gonna make it too easy. Throw down the GMO lab and more food coming in. 30 food a turn. Wow. That's actually great. And we can just throw all these away because we're gonna win next turn. So check this out. Done. Congratulations, the riches of Mars are ours, securing mankind's prosperity for generations to come. The Red Planet's exploitation provided us with riches beyond measure, and your clever management of Martian assets earned you a substantial personal profit. A thorough success. So yeah. Here we go, we got the fireworks, we got the success, and we get the gold medal, the Martian Utopia. Let's see. We got some good old points there. And yeah, I'm at the max level of 8. Which is, I think that like unlocks new buildings as you level up. It's kind of like Slay the Spire, but I've already reached the cap. So yeah, it only goes up to, I don't know, like what you would call this, mastery level, whatever. So I've got silver on Red Planet awaits. I've got, I haven't done the green path or the blue path. I still have silver. Blue path is really hard because you have to fully terraform Mars. You can see I got it in 66 turns, which is the, like, 1 over the limit. And Paraspora Ad Astra is also a bit of a tough one. I'll show off that one. Mars is only the beginning, a launch pad toward other worlds beyond our current grasp. We can go ahead and get started here. I'll try to go a little bit faster. Let's see. Do we want to expand? Do we want to terraform? I mean, that gives us oceans right away, which could be good. We'll try terraforming. All right, who do we got? We have Gustav and Thomas. Ooh. Thomas gives us the mines and the silicate boost, but Gustav gives us the energy. We're going to go with Thomas because I think the silicate boost is going to be more useful over time. Go ahead and throw down a headquarters. Put it right there. Habitation module. And an oxygen factory. And I think we're going to want to go for an early power supply situation. Because power was definitely bottlenecking us last game. All right, so yeah, tritium for sure. Just grab some extra and then we can start building. Plop it right there. So this will be our power zone. This can be our food zone or whatever zone we're in need of next. All right, let's go ahead and end the turn. So more tritium, more betterer. Let's snag some of that tritium. We get some food as well that we can't really use yet. We got our trade route. Let's see what we need here. Lab could be good. I don't think, yeah, okay, we do have silicate access over here. Oh, this is a tough one. Do we go for the, like, I mean, we're gonna need food. I think we gotta take the food here. And yeah, okay, that's perfect. So we can build it right away as well. So I'm feeling pretty okay about that. Let me double check the outside here. It's just loud. I don't think there's anything tornado-y wise it's gonna happen tonight. All right, what can we start? I guess we can start importing oceans. That would be nice. We'll have to find another way to get. Ooh, okay. Well, let's see what our options are before we decide on anything. So the laboratory, if they're not offering us silicates, unfortunately. Take water, that'll give us another farm. Take titanium, that gives us another mine. This has nitrates down here. Tough one. Just keep exploring, I think. So yeah, looks like we're kind of exhausting our supply of tritium. Power, I think we're fine. Let's take the water because we're gonna need as much food as we can get. We could always do the public baths. That's always an option. But we'll take the laboratory now. We're gonna definitely want to get at least one of those down. Then we have robot hub, which is, shoot, now I wish I would have taken the titanium. Okay, let's do this. That gives us silicates and titanium to then build the robot hub, which can go there. We don't have titanium yet, but ideally we can snag the water mine and the nitrate mine. Because the thing about this particular mission is that you need to send a lot of resources into space. So you need to be getting a lot of resources and you need to have a lot of spaceports and all that stuff. So we're going to be looking to kind of basically play the same as last time, but a little more focus on getting stuff into space, if that makes sense. Okay, let's grab this. We'll get the power going right away. And then next turn we can grab titanium and do the mine thing. So we'll do that now. As for this, I don't think we need the power, so let's take another lab. Okay, so yeah, that's another farm for us. We'll take the titanium. We will build the mine, and we will build another mine. It's a, shoot, it's a pit mine. Okay, let's wait. We don't want to be racking up that extra support or lack thereof for that long. The CO2 factory. Oh, we started with that. Okay. There's titanium mine over here, so that we're going to want to look for a place. There's also one up here. So maybe if we can get a city spot, that would be nice. We will strive to meet the expectations. Okay. Load balancing. No, that's not going to help. Food monitoring. I mean, I guess another lab can't hurt too much, right? Take the titanium for sure. There's another tritium, but there's no city spots that I see up there. Let's grab that. And then we'll put down one lab for sure. But we'll check out up here. That is not a city spot. So we need to hope that this is a city spot to be able to reach this mine. It's a large deposit would be really good. All right, robot hub. Ooh, actually, we kind of want that landing pad, but I think the robot hub is going to support our quest to get the landing pad. That is also not a city spot. What the heck? Oh, that sucks. In that case, then we might just want to extend out this way with another robot hub. Although that does cut into our placement here, unfortunately. Okay, let's do that. All right, who's our next leader? We can do Lena Kertez, who gives us happiness leads to creativity, cultural festivals, local art gallery, or Misha Kiyama, who I think we're gonna go with Lena here, or Lena. Tuber farm is, hang on, do I have enough? I think I gotta go with the food here. Just be like to get more food going. We're not hurting for power just yet, but food is gonna become an issue. And there's the city spot. Unfortunately, it's right next to our other one. So there's no good reason to build here oh, wait a minute, hang on. Other than the fact that it has a lot of really, really good spots to build. So yeah, we might actually set up shop there. Okay, now we take the landing pad. Oh, oh my gosh. Like right on top of me. It's another nice thing of thunder going on. Let's do this. And then we will build here. And again, this is great because this will give us mines. Get the power to move those. Do a city mine. There's a water mine. There's a anomaly here that'll let us do science. So we have the laboratory. And then as for titanium. Oh, wait, this will give us power. So 3 titanium. It's a geothermal spot. That's good. Go ahead and get the water mine going as well. So weird to call it a water mine. It's like a well, right? But I guess that's basically what it is. Export Martian water. We'll say that it's like premium water exported straight from Mars. All right, this will give us temperature or atmosphere, I think. Ooh, you know, atmosphere served us really well last time. It let us kind of expand a lot faster. And ooh, cultured meat lab. Yes, please. Unfortunately, we don't have enough science. So it looks like what we're short on this turn is silicates. So why don't we go gather up some silicates from right here. This would also be a good spot to build. And that will let us put a laboratory here. Because the sooner we can get to 10 science, the sooner we can build the meat or the cultured meat lab right here. That's going to give us access to an extra thing of food. All right, not too bad so far. And then yeah, there goes our expectations again. As far as that thing goes, that being the photovoltaic field, probably the best bet would be one of these cities linking up. But maybe we look up here to see if there's anything that connects. No, not really. Okay. I'm just trying to think. So let's say we put the robot hub down somewhere. Then what happens? Where do we link up? Well, obviously we go here, then we go here. Then I guess we put the landing pad there, and then we need to link up to here to get the titanium. Oh, we have this now. Nice. Let's get some food going. And then we'll take the field, although I don't know that we'll end up using it, but it's worth having. Okay, for this one, I'm gonna go oxygen factory. Again, it's important to, even if it's not a terraforming thing, you still need to stay on top of keeping things terraformed because that'll keep the people happy. All right, perfect. So here's our next city slot. And we do have enough titanium, so let's throw down you, throw down you. That'll give us this, and that'll give us this. So now we can actually snag. It's gonna cost a lot of power though. Sorry, we're getting 2 a turn. It's probably okay. We'll throw the launch pad down. Now we have a little more leeway with regards to our export. We also have another lab, which I guess I can put right there. Okay. And now we have a decent income. All right, no, we don't want another photovoltaic field. We'll take a hab module, I guess. Can just slap that. Or do we want to expand first, maybe? This doesn't look great. But I think it's better. Oh, or is it? So I mean, we can't even afford this right now. Yeah, let's just go ahead and expand first. Oh, we need to explore first. Okay. We don't have enough power. Okay, never mind. That answers the question for us. We throw this down now. And we expand there. So this needs 12 power, 12 titanium. This needs 8 and 8. That kind of sucks. We can either spend 4 water and gain 50 support, or we can just explore. I think we're just going to explore here. Get some science. It's a large meteorite. So that is a silicate potential option. If we're going to get 8 and 8, let's go for 12, the 12 and 12 first. Or, oh wait, we're not going to get it, so we're going to need the power. Ooh, okay. We have another landing pad. We have a university. I think we've kind of screwed up our placement on the labs, as the university is not going to help us. So we're just going to skip all of these. And again, we don't have the 8 required. So we'll just burn our power on exploring some of these nearby locations. I wish this was a power thing. That would be great. Nitrate, silicates, or tritium. I feel like silicates is gonna, yeah, with like the photovoltaic field is silicates more so than that. So what happened here? Oh, we gotta repair it. Okay. Waste incinerator could help with the power shortage. Is it, we're producing at least 3 food, right? We are. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll just slap it down there. And then we need titanium again. Let's check up here, I guess. All right, so another happy face, a couple more titanium bits. We don't have the power to do anything. All right, fair enough. Yeah, the lack of power is kind of hurting. Let's actually do this for now. We'll grab the titanium and then we can come back and get the water later. In that case, we'll burn the water and get extra support. That'll buy us up some buffer space later down the road. Okay, hospital, yes. Hospital's probably my best bet here. Get a little bit of extra support. And we will build the pit mine now. Let's go ahead and reset these. So we need to be bringing in... What do we need to bring in? We've got water. So we'll bring in one more food. That'll let us build here. We'll bring in extra power. I think that's what we can do best right now. I'll spend the water. And again, we have access to a laboratory or a road paver depot, or potentially a rover exploration center. All right, well, let's see what this gets us first. So if we go there, I mean, basically it does nothing for the first part. But then if we had 12 of everything, we could build there. So yeah, we'll need to be on the lookout for any potential like houses or robots or whatever. So 1 2 1 2. Trying to figure out, because we're going to want to move the solar panels, but I don't know to exactly where yet. Oh, the road paver depot will do it. Yeah, that'll work. Let's bring in a bunch of titanium then. She is retiring. All right, so we can either go Hope or we can go Aisha. Oh, Aisha gives us rock recycling. We're going to go with Aisha here. And soil factory is long overdue, but we'll take it. And now it's just like a mad dash for titanium. Go ahead and grab as much as we can. Let's see. Remove this here. And again, her power... Oh, we have silicates actually. Let's just do it that way. All right, there we go. So now we have access to all the stuff. So we're gonna move this to here. And then we can start thinking about extracting that water. And I would call that... Well, actually, if we can afford the mine, we should get the mine. Let's get them both. And we just need power and titanium. Actually, we don't need titanium because she can make titanium. So we need the power. Marsnet. We can actually get Marsnet this time around. Let's do that. Marsnet's good. It's better late game, but I feel like by the time you're at the point where it's useful, you don't really need it. But if we can get it now, it could be somewhat helpful. Let's check out down here. This is just more sandstones. Okay, and then we have the question of where and when to get the bacterial spreader. Okay, robot hubs. That answers the question. We get them now, and we put them... Ooh, still... Well, we'll put them here. Plop them down. And again, we're going to go with the Dinococcus. Put it down there. That's going to get the atmosphere increasing. And then once again, I find myself with a lack of power. Seems to happen a lot. All right, giant space mirrors are going to be a yes. Soil factory is also a yes. So that basically doubled our food production with one building. Very, very good. Forgot there's power over here. Let's get some of that. We need to get to 12 power to be able to build the deep core mine. And at the same time, we need to be able to do our ability. Wait, what is this? We have an extra slot there? Might be worth going for this nitrate then. Because yeah, none of these are going to give us anything. All right. We got Maladurans or Cyanophyta. We're going to go with Cyanophyta. And then orbital telescope on Phobos could be good as well. We'll take that. We really want to get the ring, or the one that we got last game that gives us the extra trade routes and stuff. Okay, let's check out here. Extra food is good. We will build a mine, which again puts us behind on power. That's okay. I think we're making good progress. Then the Danley group. Do we take the lab? Ooh, wait a minute. That's actually good. It's only 27 science and it produces extra science and gives food production. Yeah, we'll take that. Spaceport is a must pick here. Problem is it's not a must play because we can't afford it. So what do we do then? I guess we could start exploring up here. Oh, 10 power. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Yeah, we're not going to make the CO2 factory just yet. We're going to wait until we have the spaceport down probably. And now I have to think about where to put a spaceport. Oh, right here. Definitely. The reason for that is it's going to give +1 comfort of living to each of these. And it's going to trigger off the titanium mine. So the real problem then is, do we just replace the landing pad straight up? Or do we try to expand and find a spot for it? Hydroponic farm, I think, is the pick here. We have not seen any of those science buildings yet, which is kind of disappointing. We would ideally be finding those a little earlier than now, so we're getting a little bit of bad luck. We just bring in the MarsNet stuff. We can start exporting titanium and bringing in more power. Also check here. We do have a high Rocky Plains there. We have another Rocky Plains there. Let's keep on moving. All right, a Mars quake. What did it damage? Just this thing, huh? All right, we got plenty of titanium. Shouldn't be a problem. Still need power. Oh, right. I didn't save up power for this. That's probably fine. That's not that fine. We still need power. This still hasn't come online yet. Since we moved it, it's a lava tube, but it's going to get submerged if the water level goes up. So if we're going to get it, we got to get it now. And really, this just gives us access to nitrate, so I don't know how useful it really is long term. All right, research a project. Ooh. Laboratory could be good, but I think the domed park, because I'm just noticing that we're having some issues with support starting to go down quite a bit. Why don't we set this up here? And we need to start looking for homesteads or some kind of, we'll do the experimental solution there. So that was a bad event that can really screw you over. Luckily, I had enough science that it wasn't a problem. Yeah, we're getting kind of screwed on our picks here. Let's take the exhaust processor. But again, we're looking for cards that'll let us draw more, and we're looking for housing. But this is damaged. All right, we'll fix that. All right, so we're at -26 support. You can kind of sustain yourself by just going to the happy faces. Those give you support. So we'll end up doing a little bit of that here. Right. We're going to finish MarsNet next turn, which will give us more support with the comfort of living. Oh, there's 100 there. Oh, skyscraper. That's real big. It's either food or it's support. I think we gotta go with the skyscraper here. I've been saying that we need it, so let's take it. That's also gonna give us a couple of extra expansions. And even though we can't use them just yet, they will be useful later. Let's send the satellite back over to Power Zone. 3 power there. Not quite enough, but we should have enough next turn to do what I want to do, which is build that mine to get the water. And then we need science. So why don't we take some of this science and see what's up here? All right, looks good. Some of our trade routes are not assigned, oh no. Maybe we start bringing, oh, we're getting a little low on silicates, huh? Why don't we keep trading science for power? All right, so now we have Henry Carnegie and we have Miriam. Miriam's gonna give us more power. And she gives us applied research. I think we gotta take this. So let's do applied research. And what we're looking for is, of course, gonna be the draw cards. But in this case, I'm gonna go ahead and take the artificial magnetic field because we can then spend a bunch of science on that. And we'll keep bringing in power, don't worry. Cyanophyta, that's gonna give us a little more oxygen. We do have it now. Okay, so let's grab the deep core mine. That's gonna give us 5 water a turn. So that's +3 up to 5. And we're good. All right, -2 support for trade route. Good thing we're putting it all into our, all right, let's take a look. Let's do another one. A spaceport. I do want a spaceport. I think the think tank condominium might be the pick though. We'll be able to play that next turn, or maybe even this turn if we really push hard for it. So set that up there. That's gonna give us extra food. No, yeah, we already used our stuff up this turn, never mind. So this is, again, it's like a roguelike, right? So if something is not going the way you want it, sometimes you gotta play a little, you gotta kind of shift your focus a bit to something that's more going your way. Shoot, there goes all my water. See if we can get 8 water. No, that's not gonna happen. I think the food is more useful in the short term here. We got 6 water, that's pretty good. All right, exhaust processor, that is for mines. We have 1, 2, 3 mines here. So this is where the exhaust processor is gonna go then. And that is gonna start supplying us with some more silicates. All right, and we have a robot hub. We have a research center. We're gonna take the research center because I've been complaining about the lack of choices. So, you know, let's fix that. The think tank condominium is gonna go here. Research center is gonna go up here. It's gonna give us extra options per turn. And then we need to start thinking about, we need to increase our tritium output. So where are the tritium mines? They're up here. So we need to look for a nearby, here's one over here, but it's not super close. Let's check here. This might, okay, so right there, that's could be a potential option. If this connects to here, then we've got a close by tritium, plus we've got the water. Not that we need the water right now. Okay, science is exporting, power is importing. Orbital solar panels, that's actually really good here. Let's take that. And we're gonna go for that one hard right now. So that'll fix our power problems. The point is to make constellations on Mars. The point is, the constellations are just the links between different nodes. So New Kuala Lumpur controls these 3 nodes in addition to the node that it is on. So they don't, the shapes are more just a representation of how things are connected to each city, but they're not important on their own. Right, let's check out up here. That was not a city spot. Right, we have to kind of hope that the tritium itself will connect to something good then. Ooh, and there goes our support tanking again. I'm leaning towards the delivery drones, but let's see what the tritium brings us. Brings us nothing. Where the heck is the nearest? So there's one here, there's one here. This would be 1, 2, 3, which is just like unacceptable. So the only way to go is up this way then. Nothing. Wow, that sucks. This might be like a forced train station situation. All right, let's keep getting the solar panels online. And in this case, then we don't really need science at the moment. I think the spaceport, we should be able to find room for a spaceport up here somewhere. In fact, hold on. What if I was to move the solar panels once again and turn this into a spaceport? That would link up 2 mines, which is less exciting now than when I was thinking about it, but it's better than nothing, right? We'll get the alpine pine forest. Automated workforce, we have soil factory. I don't think we need another one. 2 extra projects I don't care about. Take the automated drone workforce then. Once again, we are short on power. Starting to become a theme around here. Let's say we have 2 drones here. This just gives us +2 comfort of living. What about Kuala Lumpur? Also 2. Also 2. All right, so it's going to go in New Damascus then. We'll just put it right here. Because we have the skyscraper here, so it's going to increase our support by more. All right, let's do this then. Put a, I mean, hang on. Yeah, there's no suitable, we don't need a plant spreader yet then. I'll hold off on that. Well, I can't really afford to keep exploring because that's going to cost us. Oh, maybe we put the spaceport there. Or maybe we move the bacteria spreader here. Nah, it's kind of a tough call. Because I would like to eventually put another house there. So we'll just take the free support then. Okay, so now we're in a more difficult position. So we have the miners' cottages. That gives us support for every mine. The delivery drones gives us drones and support. And this is one of the situations where I wish I had the extra draws to take more things. I'm going to go with the miner's cottage, and then I'm going to put the spaceport down. And let's see if we can really start cranking out those transports to our space projects then. Yes, we'll finish the orbital solar panels. That'll give us the power. And hopefully the power is enough to start jump-starting our other stuff, because we're at turn 39. We're a little bit behind. 2 extra projects again. We'll take the 2 extra projects. Maybe that'll reveal something for us, something useful. Okay. We have another satellite here. Let's get some more power from over here. Wow, 2 power, yay. The lack of the tritium is kind of disappointing. That's 3 mines. Yeah, we'll put that there. We'll just expand. What is this one? Is this silicate? I think we just go there. We can't explore, so we take the L again. All right, 2x. Come on, man. Where are my extra draws? Okay, research center. That's the same one, so that didn't really add very much, unfortunately. I guess in this situation we take the robot hub, because we are going to need to start expanding again. Ugh, gross. All right. let's try to get this power stuff solved. And yeah, we need to find a spot. This could be potentially, oh, this isn't too bad. No, we'll just do it right now. New Kiev. Okay, we can get more titanium, I guess. And then next turn we can put down a robot hub and expand to titanium, I guess. We would like to get the large tritium, of course, but that's not necessarily gonna work out for us. Here we go. So power is out. Independence? No, this one for sure. Because she gives us free resources. Ah, there it is. Okay. We're gonna get rid of you. And we're gonna grab this one and we're going to alternative space materials. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna start working on the orbital ring. Okay. So now we're gonna do the robot hub. Right there works. 1 and 2. Do we take more power? Yeah, we're always gonna need more power, right? And a mine. I mean, I feel like at this point we're it's turned 41. We're not as good as we were last time, but we're also not losing, which is good. Typically I've lost by this point in the game when I'm playing alone. I think it's just I kind of speed through. I don't think about my moves. I'm just like, oh, I want that, I want that, I want that. Now that I'm trying to explain it, there it is, the development center. That's what we want. But where do we put it? I guess Kiev over here has plenty of places to put it. Right there is good. That gives us an extra draw, and we're going to use that draw to take a skyscraper, and we're going to use that skyscraper to build here, and we're going to use that to go to the tritium, and we're going to build a pit mine, and now everybody is happy. Right? Everybody? Everybody's happy? You're all happy? I will hear nothing to the contrary. Everybody is happy. This might be a city spot, actually. We make plants yet? No, no plants yet. How about some exploration then? We're getting 11 power per turn now. That's much more than we had before. More titanium over here. All right, all right, all right. So now planter's not really going to help. The school could potentially help. It just gives us science though. We take the oxygen factory. We have a lot of water, so we'll take that. I don't want to eat the bugs. I feel like the bugs are... It's not even bugs, it's just a food factory. It's +1 food, but -1 support, which is kind of garbage trade-off. Entertainment center is like kind of low cost, but still good. But I guess if we're doing that, we should just go with the school. Let's actually see what our options are. So we could put a school. Yeah, we could put a school there. That's fine. The worst thing in the world. And then the oxygen factory, we'll just plop it over here. Like so. And as for the CO2 factory, do we build that now? Maybe. Gives us heat. Yeah, we could use some heat. We'll get to work on that. And then we're out of power. So let's make a space hotels. Yay. Space hotel. Oh, hold on. Let's do that. All right. Looking good. Yeah, we need to start bringing in some more tritium since we don't have enough. Even with the +3. We don't have any other mines that we haven't exploited, right? I think we got them all. Food. All right. Ooh. I mean, we gotta take that. That's like one of the best things in the game. So even if we lose 1 titanium, it's worth it. Luxury workshop, we don't care. Bus station, oxygen factory, soil factory. we'll take the bus station here. We're going 4 there. And then we need to start slamming hard on the exploration satellites. And also, we have our cyanato whatever things again. Throw it right there. The issue with bacteria, I just covered my face there, so you guys probably made my voice quiet. The issue with bacteria is that it has such a long cooldown that you're really realistically only going to get like 3 or 4 spreads before the game is over. So you got to be, you know, extra careful with where you choose to do that. We need tritium. All right, well, there's titanium and tritium there. Okay, then. I guess that's where that's going. And this, so I maybe should have explored up there a bit. All right, so there is that. All right. Orbital rings. Yes, that is the main thing that we wanted. Then we need to do a beeline for this stuff. We're going to get the exploration satellite. We're also going to take the cultured meat lab and the, as much as I'd like to take the launch pad, I think we need the robot hub. So again, we need to start finding a new city spot. I think I might have found the perfect one. It's right there, chat. Beautiful. Okay. Throw down a city or a headquarters. We'll put it there. Put a food thing there, and then we'll throw down a robot here. And that will give us easy access to both of these sites. So we can go for the mine. That's going to cost us 20 support because we're like ruining a beautiful crystal cave. Or we can protect the natural heritage and then we get +6 support per turn. I don't know which of those is necessarily better. Oh, wait. She has an ability that actually makes this kind of worthwhile. So we'll take that. And we can either expand farther or maybe we just go this way, but we'll hold off until we have a thing to build. That's another thing. You don't want to expand if you're not going to build right away. It does you no good. Like, I guess I expanded here, but I was going to plan to build anyway. Okay. That's that turn. So we're at turn 46. I'm feeling a little bit better now. Take the miner's cottage. We have space hotels. We have road paver depot. We have rover exploration center. We have greenhouse farm. I don't know what we need at this point. I guess actually, hold on. Rover exploration center could be good. We're gonna get the mine first before we get anything. Then we have access to titanium around here. Not quite enough. All right, so let's look at the projects. We can do space hotels. We don't really need extra science. We don't really need farm. Could be playable. It is, yep. All right, we'll do the farm. Perfect. And let's increase the amount of silicates that we're sending there, and then we'll send some more that way. And that should cover us. Alrighty. Can we build any of those yet? No. I think that, yeah, we don't have enough water yet is the problem. Do any plants. Import tritium from Mercury. Oh, wait, that's a new one. I don't think I've ever done that. We're gonna definitely take that, and we're gonna definitely take the spaceport. I've been talking about this spaceport right there for a while now. I'm actually going to turn off of that, and we're going to reset everything. We're gonna bring in as much titanium as possible and as much power as possible. Then we're gonna export one of everything except the silicates, which we're gonna bring in. And we're going to use that to bring in I guess we're short on titanium. I mean, not even really. More power we could use. All right, we have another satellite available. And I hope I get this one. This one has been kicking my butt for a while now, so it'd be nice to actually get the trophy for it. I hope they didn't dumb it down a bit to make it easier. I should probably check the patch notes. They'll be like, oh, we made it way easier. If you were having trouble before, try again. And then I'll feel stupid. Okay. That should do it. Okay. End turn. We can either get 20 or we can double our production. Let's double production. I cannot think of a better way to celebrate. We'll take the oceans and we'll take a Android hub. So 4 there, and then we're going to go for the oceans. And one thing we're going to want to make sure of beforehand is that all of our stuff is in the right. It's got the dikes going if it needs them, which I don't think any of them are. But we should really start looking for another place to set up shop. Let's see if this is available. It is not. How about we put down a rover exploration center? Send the rover out to see what it's got. All right, that's a flat plane with access to water and silicates. It's not necessarily something we need right now. I feel like New Warsaw's not doing much here. Can we explore? We do have a lot of power, so let's go ahead and explore a bit. We need water. We don't really need water. We don't really need anything at this point. More of a mad dash to get the last stuff done here. Maybe I should have gone for the spaceport. Okay. Nope. Not seeing anything. Not enough tritium. Okay, we need to bring in tritium then. There we go. Guess we need to export more. There we go. We exported. And hit the button. Atmosphere level increased. That's great news. That reduces the radiation. You can see that our support has already gone up. We're gonna get 2 more there, and then we need to get the rest of the silicates brought in. So now it really is just a matter of finding the space projects to do, huh? Combined living center could be good. 2 extra projects is probably worth it. We'll go ahead and grab those, and the train station. All right, so let's check out these areas. Again, big water. Gigantic aquifer could be useful. That'll let us, we can just like pump the water out immediately to turn it into oceans instead of leaving it as a well. That's an option. Let's see, which of our cities does not have everything taken care of? This could be good. Granted, I have no place to expand to realistically, but it does something, I guess. And then we should also build a research center. It's gonna give us extra stuff. And still no plants, huh? All right, fair enough. We'll have access to plants next turn. Actually want ocean from series, yes. And then we'll check the rest in a second. So heat zone we'll put here. That's gonna give us, yeah, that's gonna give us huge support. That's great. And then double check, make sure nothing is getting flooded. Looks good to me. We'll go ahead and get the water down. And now we should, if we put down a plant thing, which we're gonna do here because it's the most open one, we get an alpine pine forest going. Or we could also do a tundra. No, we're gonna do the alpine pine forest. And the great thing about plants is that they passively generate oxygen for you. If you look, it gives us +1 atmosphere, +1 oxygen per turn, which is another benefit in addition to the fact that if any cities are inside of this, they get a bonus. So this one is not because it's over here. This is cool. I guess I never really looked super close at the background. I knew that it got more stuff as you went, But I wonder how much of that is like based on what you've built. Like, what is this thing? You can kind of compare the different ones. Like this is more bare bones. This is also, maybe it's if you filled everything up. I think it's if you filled everything up, chap. Whatever. New cobble. We never got the power booster, did we? I guess we'll just do the train station then. Actually, do we have the robot thing here? No, we don't. All right, train station it is. That'll give us access to some areas. Ooh, black sand dunes. That's kind of cool. Just expand a bit, convert to silicates. Expand here, harvest its resources. Expand there. Nice. Okay, how about... All right, I was gonna put a city down there, wasn't I? Eco homes, entertainment, plants, maybe. We'll do plants. Think we can, yeah, we can put some here. Oh, that's not bad. That gives New Kiev a like extra comfort bonus. Some trade routes are not assigned. Oh yeah, we should probably work on that. Good. And bring in more tritium. All right, so who is our hopefully final leader, honestly? Trade center, solar roads. Yeah, we'll take him. All right, so now it's just a matter of locating all the space projects. So let's grab the development center for sure. And we'll go ahead and build the city here. We'll immediately build I guess the eco homes could be nice. And if we extract this gives us 30 ocean. This gives us 30 ocean as well. Go ahead and extract it. I don't think we need water at this point. Oh shoot. I didn't even think about that. Bus station. It's gonna give us the silicates. We'll take those. And then also we want to build like that thing. That gives us the extra draw. All right, now we have to decide, do we take the school or do we take something else? I don't think we're not really at the part where we need farms at this point. Maybe a hospital could be good. We're not really hurting for anything. It's just we need to draw the right cards. GMO lab, I guess, doesn't hurt with the farm. Well, we have a lot of picks. And the hab module, I guess, could work. I don't know how we're gonna work this, but give it a shot. An extra habitation, sure, why not? Let's poke around a little bit and see what we can find. What do we need more of? Science, I guess? Some nitrates up there. And then we have, oh, hang on, we should probably make sure we have all the, yeah, that's good. No need to import more rare metals into import oceans from series. Okay, so for some reason the tooltip is calling this uranium and rare metals, but the actual game calls them titanium and tritium. That's, probably bring that up. I'll submit a bug report or something. And we'll just take the, we take the lobby? Maybe we do the trade thing here. Question is, where do we put it? Maybe Kuala Lumpur could use it. Yeah, right there is good. 2 extra trade routes, beautiful. Now the problem is I don't have any use for them. I guess maybe we will later, next turn. Okay. All right, again, no space projects. That's okay though, you know. I'm sure we'll get some. I didn't double check that. Hold on, let me go back. Is anything in the danger zone? Yes, that is. So we need to build a dike. That might have just been the only one. All right, yeah. There we go. So the undo button is kind of important. It can be huge. It can make or break your game. Not exaggerating. Like if you misclick or you do something stupid that you shouldn't have done, having that there is going to be pretty great. What am I even importing at this point? This is crazy. More power, more food, I guess. Okay, sure. We'll bring in some extra food, I guess. I don't know. We're 52. I gotta check the patch notes. This seems way easier than it was. I hope they didn't like completely dumb it down just to cater to me. Okay. So we can do cloud seeding. That could be good. Marcia, less so. Hydroponic farm. We can take. And honestly, that's probably it. I think we were doing food over here, right? Yep, we are. And then cloud seeding. I don't have any. I don't have any plantings available, so we'll hold on to that until we have one. Let's see here. Could do mining, although I don't have that many mines. I just have the 2. All right, we'll just wait till the next one. There we go. All right, satellites and planetary engineering lab and import oceans. Perfect. We'll take them all. So let's reset everything. Bring in as much as we can. Bring in as much as we can, and then the rest we will start importing. All right. Again, we're looking for a new colony spot. Let's check further this way. Nothing there. Potentially something there. And any projects that we want. Maybe a skyscraper could be good. Or a development center, of course. You always take those. Like, no joke. Always take the development center. Like, you will find a use for it. Ideally, you'll have enough science you can play it right away, of course, but even if you don't, you're going to get that extra pick. That's going to more than make up for the one that you lost picking it. All right, Emmykins will BRB, so if anybody has anything to talk about with Emmykins, you have to wait. Sure, we'll take the courthouse. All right, well now we have an embarrassment of riches. Let's import some of this stuff. Actually, hang on. We should probably focus on... No. Do this one first. And that one. Okay. So where is our next potential city site? I guess right here? That's a pretty good one. Problem is now we have to actually like explore around that area. What does it have? It has nothing. It's just like it's literally a flat plane. That's what it's called. It's called a flat plane. Projects. We want food. Luxury work, like, oh, plant spreader is good. Android hub. Nitrous gas factory. Sure. Homesteads. All right. So plants for sure. We can get some extra plants going. So that's going to give New Warsaw some extra plants. That's nice. Does New Warsaw have any? Doesn't have anything special going on there. Food wise, wrong one. This one has the food stuff. Unfortunately, I've kind of put myself into a corner. So maybe we just put the food over here. And not really expanding in this direction at this point. I think this is our new expansion area. So that's gonna finish, that's gonna finish, or that's not gonna finish. This is not gonna finish either. Okay. So we'll finish this one. We'll grab the hydrogen. And the reason we're doing this is because this is our victory condition. So we want to get it done as soon as possible, of course. And yeah, going for the water is not super important right now. Let's try to get the hydrogen going. Get the atmosphere up. Oh, nice. We have enough. Hang on. We're gonna go for the satellite here. That should free up enough space. We can now build. Perfect. We put that there. We put a homestead down. I guess we snag some mines. And then it's just kind of whatever, huh? This guy can go here. Like we're not in any position where we need to panic at this point, which is nice. Like I said, I think they may have dumbed the game down to make it a little easier for me, which is sad, but at the same time, it was quite difficult previously. Okay, take a skyscraper, delivery drones, food, I guess. I don't know. Don't really need anything else. Research campus is good. That's the one that gives extra science, right? Yeah. Where do we have food down? Warsaw? Yeah, put the food down. Okay, on to the next one. We're getting penguins, but that's not really helping us. We'll go ahead and get the engineering lab. That's going to give us science. We have 5 left there. We'll get the titanium going. Wow, we have a lot of stuff here. Actually kind of impressive. Like 134 silicates. We're generating a lot. We'll throw in the delivery drones. Put in a skyscraper, because why not? Do a science? Does that give us research station? Do we even need more science? Do we need anything? We don't really need anything, do we, chat? It's actually kind of nice. Okay. Still research a project. We'll get the food, I guess. Public baths, gas factory. It just makes atmosphere. Guess we have the power for it. Electron beam printer. I think we're good. All right, gas factory, get to work. Food thing, get to work. And the next one. Uh-oh. We had some sandstorms, just like in the movie The Martian. Okay. And water. Oh, hey, we finally got the power. Is that what I'm seeing here? Remember when wow. Okay, cool. We'll get rid of this. We'll move that there, and we'll put the resonance station. That'll give us even more power. Now we're up to 24 power. I don't need it. But you know what? It's free. It's free stuff. Adjacent science producing buildings produce 1 extra per turn. All right, so if we get a lab, we can slap it down. How about that? That's just a flooded area, unfortunately. We can't do anything with that. And these are going to be flooded too. Welcome back, Hemmykins. Yeah, we should actually, this is kind of a nice, we'll be able to finish up this level right around the time that I would be wrapping up normally. So everybody will get to go to bed at the right time, presumably, to get enough sleep. Important to get enough sleep. Where are we going? Where? I think right here is good. Yeah. We got more projects we can take. We can take a domed park. We can take the soil factory. We can take them all, chat. Take every single last one of them. Can't build it, unfortunately. We can build the domed park. Is there a good spot for that? We have one there already. This already has built-in scenery. Oh, this is a good one. Plop it right there. Right on to the next one. Import oceans, take the development center, take the spaceport, take the farm. This isn't going to put us over the edge, so we're safe to do that. This is actually kind of bad. I don't know if that's going to benefit us at all. Because there's only 3 levels, so once we hit the 90, we go to the highest level, and then there's no more after that, so any extra is just wasted. We are, however, going to need plenty of space projects to go. Yeah, the only thing that this... Oh, shoot, we got 7 turns left. That's not great. Let's hurry here. We need to get more space projects going, I think. Okay, let's check over here. Is this a space to set up? It is. Let's get going. I say we need to hurry. It's like, well, what am I gonna do? I don't get to decide when the game generates the cards that I need, right? Android hub, sure. Train station, I guess. I don't know at this point. Some of our trade routes are not established. Well, let's get them established. All right, so we are looking for, yep, space project for sure. We're taking that one. Let's get it going. We got 13. Beautiful. So we're going to get 2 done in 1 turn. That's good. We need to do this and a little bit of this. Then we can build. And it does seem like the storm has passed, so everything is good here. I am safe. Not that I was super worried about it before, but, you know, if anybody was worried about me, all is well. So, you can stop worrying now. Let's do a little exploration on this side of the planet. I guess we'll take the closest one. Not a great spot for a city. Project-wise, I don't think we need any 2 extra projects. I mean, I feel like we've already got enough. Hit the button. So we're turn 60. We gotta get going here. Let's go ahead and hit. Before we hit the ocean, I need to put down the dikes. So let's check all of our places for anything that might be getting flooded. This is damaged since when? This one is for sure, so we need to put a dike down. This is as well. These areas appear to be safe. Down here is good. This is good. All right. Well, we'll do this one first because that's free. And now we're at max. We're gonna hit the water. And honestly, at this point, if something floods, I don't really care that much. We're already making a ton of stuff. And Cat apparently is still spooked, so that's unfortunate. More oceans, more food. Let's get that titanium out. We'll throw on the more food here. How is new Antananarivo doing? It's doing okay. Don't have enough titanium for a mine, though. Let's see if we can find any other potential spots. No. How about down this way? Maybe? Possible. Don't care about any of those. The only thing that is bottlenecking us is getting the projects. We can finish one. We can finish at least one a turn. Yeah, Yeah, this is good. Hey, there we go. All right, enable. Water does nothing. Now we just need to get 12 of that. 6 food. Shoot. Okay. We'll grab import oceans. That's a lot of oceans, guys. How many oceans are there in the solar system that we can just keep importing? I guess it does say where you're getting it from. So I shouldn't be too confused. How about this? Is this a thing we can use? It is. Nice. And there's even a little canyon view right next to it. Projects, I think we're done with those. So it's just a matter of finishing out. Ooh, nice. Enable. Oh, we're so close, chat. Ah! Almost taste it. All right, so this one. That one's done. All right, I think we got this one in the bag. The grocery bag. Nobody's gonna get that reference. Except for me and maybe Emmykins. It doesn't really matter. We don't need that. Although I guess, oh wow, we were kind of low on heat this time. Maybe chuck this. I guess if endless mode was implemented, maybe that would be more useful. And skip. I'm sure, Boreal Rainforest, I don't care. End the game for me. Yeah, 63 turns. We got the gold trophy. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for bed. Thank you everybody for coming out. All one of you. You guys are great. Hope you enjoyed the game. If this is on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube and you liked the game, it's on Steam. It's great. I love it. It's not everybody's cup of tea. Once you realize that it's basically a board game, like the actual board game Terraforming Mars, I think you'll be a little happier with the whole thing. Once you realize it's not about building your perfect colony on Mars. Anyway, I am gonna go ahead and end the stream. So have a great night.